Hey, good evening, everybody. If you would take time to hit the like and subscribe to our channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. Um, Anyways, as we get ready to get started here, we've got a 24 pill for Bruce. It's been built several years ago. I'm actually surprised there's not a date code on the inside because when I usually put these together, I usually put a date somewhere on the inside of these. But I know this is quite a few years old. Part of how I can tell is the fact that these have got the old uh, gold transistors that are in there, and those haven't been around for a few years now. But anyways, so I went ahead and I wanted to hook this up and just do a quick look on it, before I go ahead and start tearing it apart and reworking everything. Hello, Bruce. Hello, Squirrel. Bud man. Oh, excuse me. But anyhow, so went through, I did one small little change on it, just the way it is right now, and made a small adjustment over here on the input because I kind of wanted to see what it was going to do before I started tearing it all down. Because in order to go ahead and make this from a 24 pill into a 16 pill / 4 pill, there's obviously going to have to be some changes that's going to be made to this. The input wagon wheel here, this is all going to have to come apart. Same thing with all the coax, the output tune, that's all going to have to come apart and be redone as well. Same thing with the wagon wheel combiner in the back. So just trying to figure out the best overall format. One of the things that I want to try to do, I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably take these two sections here. I think I'm going to take these completely loose and see if I can't possibly move them over, because I'd like to have a little bit of separation between the 4 pill section and the 16 pill section is what I'd really like to do. So that's kind of what I've got in the back of my mind. Almost hate to tear it down because it's still a beautiful build just the way it is. But figured what we'd do, all I've got right now is the President Richard hooked up. There's no driver amp or anything like that. So, I wanted to make sure that everything was going to work okay as far as on the transistors, just the way they are. So just a piece of metal or something in the elbow here. But had the neighbor boy come over and set this up on the bench for me, since I'm in excruciating pain as far as in my arms and can't really lift anything. So had him set this up for me, and we took the top off. And like I said, I just wanted to do a video on this so we could kind of get an overall start with it. But good evening, Gary. I didn't plan on getting out here quite this late, but it's been kind of a hot and miserable day, and did finish up with the 1x4 base, got it done, so it's all squared away. Now we're going to start in on this. Check and see here messages here real quick. Give me a second. I don't know if it's my wife or not. Shouldn't be by the sound of it. Okay, so anyways, so just with radio drive, get up here and get some numbers here. Like I said, just with radio drive. Move that up a little bit here. So just shut that down here, and we're going to show you the dead key. Matter of fact, I'll just turn the dead key all the way up. So just for this test here, I've got a 2500 watt slug in 1x position for PEP and 1000 watt slug in RMS. Hello, 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 audio. So not a whole lot going into it. Kick that big relay in. So like I said, this is just radio drive going into the 24 pill. Dead key in, let's see, 1000 watt scale. So dead key in about 75 watts. Hello, audio. Audio, audio. So 600 Berg. Hello, audio. And about 1700 PEP. So working pretty decent, you know, just the way it is. Hello, audio. But like I said, I wanted to make sure that the transistors were functioning before we went any further. Like I said, there didn't appear to be any damage, but anytime you're starting to tear something apart like this, watching the show, camera's blurry. Yeah, you know, I spent a couple $100 and bought a new camera to hopefully alleviate that. So I don't know if that's any better or not. Somehow or another, I can flip. I don't know if I can do that while I'm on screen or not here. No, that's not what I want. There we go. That's what I've been trying to get done for a while. Okay. Trying to get that around there to where it's actually the right direction. So, okay. The microphone back down here. Now it's backwards. Hello, audio. Audio. Let's say it looks correct here. Well, if it's backwards, I can flip it around the other way. I don't know why it looks backwards for me, and then I flip it this way and it doesn't look backwards. But I can correct that here. Okay. All right. So that's right now. Better. Okay. Well, like I said, it's backwards. I'm looking at it on my video screen and it looks backwards. Maybe that'll help. Adjust the exposure here a little bit. Yeah, I know it's crooked. I'm not worried about that at the moment. All right. But anyways, like I said, overall, it looks like it's doing pretty good. Like I said, it's just radio drive. I mean, we're only putting about 60 watts PEP into it and, you know, about 25 or 30 RMS. I appreciate it. You know, like I said, just trying to get it turned around. But like I said, it looks backwards to me in this picture. But as long as it's right for you guys, that's all that matters. So, hello, 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 audio. Audio, audio. So, All right. So now, if I can get that hung up, it's really hard to bend my elbows here, guys. So, anyways, we know everything's working on it. Back that up a little bit. So, anyhow, so I'm thinking what I'm going to probably need to do is pull this apart. I'd like to have at least the equivalency of one pill over, just for some separation as far as between the 4-pill section and then what's going to be the 16-pill section. I've not built a 4x16, so that's one of the things that I'm kind of curious about. I don't know that I want to run it quite this tight up against the other sections. I don't know if it's going to cause any issues, as far as that goes. But I know that we're going to have to change, our input tune here, and back here for the other transistors that he's wanting to put in here, because he was wanting to change out the regular 2879s for the C's. So, like I said, I know what steps we're going to have to do here in order to get that taken care of. And then, like I said, we're going to have to rebuild our input combiner here and our output combiner, or splitter. Yeah, splitter combiner. They're the same but different. Just depends on if it's in the input or output, kind of like potato. But anyhow, so I know we're going to have to make some changes in regards to that, and go from there. So should be fun. Like I said, we're going to have to, rework everything and come up with the, whole new game plan. I may change out the RG400 here, since we're not going to be driving this with the with an external driver other than just the radio. I'll wait and see what I get into. I may just go ahead and leave this as well. But like I said, we've got to change the overall format and probably pull up all of these, and because everything's going to have to be repositioned. So, all right, guys, we'll get to taking this apart, and we'll do a video here over the course of the next week or so. It kind of depends on how I feel. Like I said, I'm getting ready to go in tomorrow to the doctor in regards to my arms. Plus, I've got a urology and all that other stuff for the cancer, and it's going to be a very, very busy week. So, like I said, I just wanted to kind of do a pre-video on this, and then maybe even talk to the customer for sure before we make the go ahead on this to start tearing it apart. All right, guys, take care. Good evening, Mr. Carlock. Seeing you pop in there. SBA Power Supplies. You need some. They're getting very, very hard to find, Joseph. I've been paying some relatively decent money for them. I do have an outlet to get some, but not sure how much you're willing to pay for them. But let me know, and I will see if I can place an order with the guy if he's still got them. I've got a line on about 20 or so of them right now, but money's going to be a little tight here over the next month, so I'm not going to just up and buy them unless I need them. But all right, guys, take care. God bless. We will catch you on the next live feed.